welcome back. Today we're talking about 10 spring fashion trends for 2025. This is meant to help you when shopping this spring, knowing what trends to look out for and how to wear them. As a New Yorker, anytime we walk out onto the streets, you'll already see people wearing these trends. The sidewalks are truly our runways here, and people are pretty ahead of the trends in New York. So based on my research, what we've been seeing on the runways, on red carpets, and what everyone's been talking about, these are going to be the biggest trends we'll see for spring summer 2025. The first is polka dots. This trend started on the runways and has already made its way to the high street. We saw it on Jacquemus, Acne Studios, Zara, and Brandon Maxwell. Polka dot print is about as classic as it gets in terms of patterns, but we've seen a resurgence of it this year, especially when it comes to black and white polka dots and navy and white polka dots. I have this black and white polka dot dress, which is an easy way to wear this trend, pair with any other accessory. I happen to think that red looks really good with black and white polka dots. Also, this polka dot blouse it gives such European summer vibes, a very vintagey vibe, especially if you're pairing it with more vintage accessories like cat eye sunglasses. And I paired this with a pair of black shorts. I find that when you pair the other piece that you're wearing with the color of the polka dot, that really helps to kind of tie everything together. Here's a navy and blue example. This is just a little pair of fluttery fun shorts to also wear in the spring and summer. And again, color of the polka dot is white, so it looks good if you pair it with a white top. Trend number 2 is tie neck dresses. Dresses or tops with a tie neck are really coming back. If anyone remembers this trend from the early 2000s, it's a dress or a top that has a matching scarf, typically either in a silk, a satin, or a sheer fabric. I think it's such an elegant, chic detail and adds another element of interest to the outfit. We'll definitely be seeing these all over this spring and summer. There's already so many high street examples. For example, Reformation. I've seen a lot of pieces on Revolve. I really want to get my hands on one. I don't own anything yet, but I will be getting one soon. Trend number 3 is the drop waist trend. So drop waists will be continuing into spring 2025. We've seen them already for about a year or two now. These are dresses where the waist comes lower than the natural waistline. That's why it's called a drop waist. Sometimes it comes to a V at the bottom, which is called a basque waist. I have 2 examples to show you. So this is an example from House of CB. This dress I wore on my honeymoon last year, and you can see that the waist actually comes down a bit lower than where the natural waistline would be. This is actually a good example because it has a band here as well at the natural waistline, and then the actual waist of the dress is dropped. The skirt starts at a lower point, and here's that polka dot dress again. This one has that V or the basque waist. I really love this trend. I think that there's just something so princess-like about it. It makes me want to frolic around a castle or something. Trend number 4 is powder blue. Powder blue is a color you're going to be seeing everywhere this spring. Think of it as like a baby blue, but in the lightest shade. Some are describing it as an icy blue. I like to think of it as a Cinderella color blue. It's very ethereal, effortless, elegant. It better illustrates the mood of the spring months rather than more of the Merlot, deeper red shades that we were seeing over the winter. Stella McCartney and Fendi showcased powder blue on their runways for spring and summer 2024. It's also an ideal color if you are a bride, especially if you are looking for something blue. Maybe you wear a powder blue dress to one of your bridal events, or even if you're just attending a wedding as a guest. There's this one powder blue dress that has been #1 trending for a while. It's like an off-the-shoulder dress that I think would be so pretty to wear as a wedding guest this spring summer. I'm of course wearing a powder blue dress right now. This is in more of a satiny color. I also have a very similar satiny dress. This one is actually from Lily Silk. This is my favorite coat to wear in the spring. This is a Theory coat. This is a powder blue wool coat. I get so many compliments on this coat every time I wear it. This is like the perfect example of that powder blue shade. You could also incorporate it into your skirts. This is a pleated midi skirt in that beautiful ethereal powder blue color. And I just love and also get so many compliments on this bow halter top. This is also that powder blue color, adding in a little feminine touch with the bow. There's also plenty of just like plain cotton tops on Reformation and other places that showcase that beautiful powder blue color for spring. Trend number 5 is butter yellow. So Harper's Bazaar called butter yellow the color of the season for spring 2025. Similar to powder blue, butter yellow is the more muted tone of the color. We've seen this all over the runways from Alaya, Totem, Chanel, and also on red carpets. Timothée Chalamet was wearing a butter yellow suit on the red carpet. We saw Sabrina Carpenter wear butter yellow a lot on tour. The color yellow really conveys optimism, a fresh start, fresh spring buds, which is needed after, you know, the long winter. Trend number 6 is a fun one. It is flower toe sandals. Marie Claire actually said that flower toe sandals are about to be summer's biggest shoe trend. I have seen this all over Pinterest and I think it's so adorable. I've even seen some really cute options on Etsy. Obviously, flowers are not groundbreaking for spring. We know that florals are in every year, but this isn't like a floral print. This is an oversized flower that is on the toe of a sandal. So think like an orchid or a lily, just a beautiful, very realistic looking flower that's just smack dab on the shoe. I think it's fun too to liven up a more minimalist look. So if you're wearing just like a simple white linen dress and then just pairing it with a big bow shoe, it really kind of adds that extra little element. They're perfect for vacation and more tropical destinations too. If you do see a pair that you like, I would definitely add them to cart as soon as possible before they sell out. Trend number 7 is a pop of red. This is going to continue from spring summer 2023, 2024 into 2025, especially in the form of accessories. So think a red handbag, shoes, a heeled sandal, a ballet flat, or maybe even a red cardigan thrown over the shoulders. It's adding a vibrant item to a otherwise neutral outfit that creates a striking and eye-catching contrast. Vogue Australia reported that pops of red were big for Fashion Week, and British Vogue said that pops of red are still going strong. My favorite ways to add a pop of red to my look are with these heeled sandals and this red handbag. Anytime I wear these with even just a simple white dress, I feel like it just adds so much more interest to the look. Makes it look really chic and like you thought of something different. Trend number 8 is bubble hems. So I love this trend. This is going to be with skirts and dresses. It is when the bottom of hem of the dress or skirt is folded over to make it look like a bubble. Sometimes it's also, you'll see it called ruched. It's also called poplin. But yeah, it's like this bubble hem at the bottom of dresses and skirts. So this trend is going to continue from the fall and winter now into the spring, but with longer length. So think a midi or a maxi length skirt. It's especially cute when it is paired with a cardigan or ballet flats. I actually talked about this trend pretty in length in the fall, which I will leave up above. But then I was wearing these mini length versions of it. I actually have another one that's cuter, but I just wore it, so it's in the dirty laundry. But there's something about the more midi length, the longer length, that I think is a little bit more elegant for spring. Outside of this dress, which is now checking off 3 trends, by the way: polka dots, drop waist, and bubble hem. I have my eye on a just plain white midi skirt with a bubble hem, and I think it's especially pretty when it is in a silk satin material. I think that is just so gorgeous. I've been searching and searching for one. I've only been able to find it in a regular kind of cotton material, but I think a satin one would just be chef's kiss. Trend number 9 for spring is cardigans. Cardigans are definitely back now, and I am so excited about it because honestly, I never wanted to stop wearing cardigans. I think cardigans are just so feminine and elegant and just a nice way to add to an outfit, and especially when it comes to layering. I love to wear a little spaghetti strapped white dress and just throw a cardigan over my shoulders. Cardigans are a great trend for spring as well because it's with the transitional weather. It still might be a little bit chilly outside, so while you're wearing a little spaghetti strap dress and you get a little bit chilly, you can throw it over your shoulders. Also, cardigans are a very big trend when it comes to the quiet luxury trend. So especially when you see like a, you know, Ralph Lauren, like a cable knit cardigan, or someone throwing it over their shoulders, like not putting their arms in it, but it's just delicately hanging over their shoulders or even tied in the front. That's a big trend as well when it comes to cardigans, so I think we're going to see a lot of that this year. So when you're shopping for cardigans, I would look for them in the trending colors we talked about. So powder blue, butter yellow, a pop of red cardigan to add. I obviously like pink, so I'll be wearing pink. A white cardigan is also always good to have. Closet staple, essential, that'll go with everything. And then the final trend, trend number 10 for spring 2025 is black and white. So we've seen people move away from more of the floral printed things or just prints in general into a more simple, sleek look of just a black and white outfit together. A lot of the drop waist dresses actually are black and white as well. So that's like 2 of the trends we talked about in one. If you have a classic white linen midi skirt, pair that with a black cardigan and you're good to go. There's something very chic and understated about it, and very quiet luxury as well. I would style the black and white look with more simple accessories, very classic things. So think a watch, like a gold watch, maybe some gold bangles, gold earrings. If you are wearing the black and white trend with a pair of shorts, I would belt it to add to that luxury look about it. So that is everything. These are the top trends to look out for when you are shopping for your spring summer 2025 wardrobe. I have obviously eliminated plenty of trends because, as you guys know, I have a very feminine and girly style, so I didn't talk about a lot of things such as suede jackets are a really big one, cowboy boots, anything like that weren't on the list, even though they are trending as well. Any of the items that I've mentioned that are still in stock are linked in the description box down below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell if you haven't already so that you don't miss out on any future videos, since I am posting more each week now. My schedule is now Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, follow the Fashion Squirrel as well over on Instagram, and hopefully I will see you guys next time.